Buenos dias, Folkens. Buenos dias. Guten Tag. Hello there. Look, I've had one punter lecture me about how I should be doing my stuff. I should be prepping the board. I should not pause like I sometimes pause. All the stuff, and get a microphone, which is, I agree, I am going to get around to getting a microphone. When I pause like that for a couple of seconds, it's because I'm thinking, right? When I get up here, I know roughly what I want to do, but I don't pre-plan everything, okay? It's mostly spontaneous. I don't write notes down or anything, okay? If I'm going to talk about the solar eclipse, then I'll throw one up on the board and use it. Or every now and again I'll go, right guys, I'm just going to pause you, okay? And then I come back. That's about as far as I'll go with stuff like that. Because what I do, it is spontaneous. It's not scripted, but it's fucking real, okay? That's all I've got to say on the matter. Those of you who've been following me for a while must know that I don't make shit up for views, right? If it's not in a book, then apart from things like the sun's light being absolute or light being absolute, because during a solar eclipse, this stuff with time going faster, right? Because the folks at CERN smashing particles together at 299,792 kilometers per second, the speed of light. No, it isn't. During a solar eclipse, the sun is directly behind the moon. It is the light source being blocked. It is not photons that have been traveling at that ridiculous speed for 8 minutes and 20 seconds. So I know that everything said about CERN is BS. It's that simple, because I trust my own eyes. I don't believe the hype. Just because it's been repeated over and over and over and over does not make things true. My mission, the only mission, is to get people to think for themselves. So when they see this crap come up, they'll be able to go, hang on a minute, if that and that, and I saw that with my own eyes, then that must be crap. That's the mission. There is no other mission, okay? Now, some gold, right? In our local tender centre this weekend, stuff I picked up, books. It's all about the books. You want to know what history is? It's the books. This is about all of the buildings. The buildings here in Australia that defy logic and common sense. These buildings are all over Earth. Palaces, just these structures that make no sense. Now here's the thing. How could we have built these in the time that they say that they were built? The years that they're telling us that they were built, they must be much older. It's hard to gauge, right? It is hard to gauge unless you have something to look at, to fall back on, to then understand that, maybe they are telling lots of lies. Well, they obviously are, right? Now, stuff I picked up, right? I mean, this stuff is just pure gold, as far as I'm concerned. Let's come over here towards La Luz, the absolute light. Now this stuff, right? Look at the dates, 1932. The contents. This one is just agriculture stuff, right? Dams, the horse, cattle, sheep, pigs, dogs, the fowl yard, the garden, pests, stuff, right? Look at this. Queensland Agricultural Journal. Look at this. Right? I mean, this stuff, as far as I'm concerned, it's priceless, right? Because here, it tells you, it shows you, it gives you an indication of what was happening. Donna's book for handymen. Now this one, what's amazing, right? Now this is, where is it? Oh God, look, things are falling to bits. Published 1940, so 8 or 5. Shall I look up it? Right, 8, okay? But the thing is, right, this is published in 1948. And the things, workshop equipment, right, it's going through and it's telling people about the tools and how to use them. As if we pass now to the matter of files. It's just the way that stuff is said, the way it's spoken about. It's almost as if they're talking to people who have never, ever seen tools before, okay? Now, it's just strange, all right? Don't forget, 200 years ago, or 100 plus years ago, all of these buildings were built. But here, everything is how to do it. Putting windows. It's almost as if, do it yourself. It has a feel, right? It has a feel that these people who were here in the 1930s and so had no idea about anything. It's weird. You'll see what I mean. Now, it's just gold, right? What I found, right? Not the drawing book, but all of these women's weekly. But it's the dates. May the 22nd, 1937. So here, there's 2 in this one. May 22nd, 1937, and one that was just a small one, February the 5th, 1938. But the stuff, right, in here, and stuff that's spoken about, the way it's spoken, it really has me asking questions. This stuff, right, is where you get a real feel for what was happening, right? It's the dates on the stuff. March the 19th, 1938. Ultimate life story of the Duchess of Kent. But there are a couple of things. I've already only gone through 2, right? And you'll see what I mean. So this was just a quick, this is what I've been doing, trying to look at this stuff, right? But it's just, this is how you get a feel for what was really happening, right? No sensible person will continue to suffer from. We'll get into these. We'll get into the details. So I'm going through them, right? So I'll come back after and read out the things that I think are relevant to all of the lies we're being told, right? There's a couple. There's one there on babies and how to feed them. But it has a feel of, are these children? Do they belong to these mothers? the way it's, you'll see what I mean. Just raises all of the questions. Yum yum. So look, the reason I pause and stop and it's because it's spontaneous. I don't know where it's gonna go. All right, I don't, that pre-planned stuff, structured. I like the raw. If I make a couple of errors, so be it. But it is real, okay? I don't make crap up. All right, folks. I will be back later today when I've had a look at a couple more articles that I really think are. Look, just quickly, this one, where is it? It's near the back. Not that one. They're not. I was going to put them in order, but they were falling apart, and I said to myself, just get them in somehow. There's one here. Ah, look. Ah, it's just perfect stuff. Look, I'll get to it after. All right, folks. I'll be back. Have a great Thursday.